and then I spent two and a half years, I think, kind of like failing at it and trying to figure out the strategy is you're supposed to enter twice, and then when you hit 1 times the average true range, you move your stop loss to break even, and then you let it run. But then I found like on the 4 hour, it often just comes back and hits you. I'm looking at like, how can I make the system better? And when I come, when it goes back and I get a pullback, then I can scale in. And then when it goes to the target, I'm getting better reward.
Let's get started, shall we? Right. Let's let that off. Right. If you could, well, thanks for taking the time to do the interview. If you could just introduce yourself, that'd be great.
Yeah, so my name's Devon, and I'm originally from New Zealand and moved to Australia. I have a Bachelor of Computing Systems and have worked in IT my whole life pretty much. And then I picked up trading. Actually started trading during COVID.
Of course, like a lot of people.
Started with like stocks, and then didn't make any money in that, and then started dabbling into crypto and meme coins and a bit of everything, and then wasn't really making money in any of those things. And then I think I discovered Forex. Was a course sort of advertised to me, and then so I joined that, kind of learned all the things about like the risk reward tool and all those different things. But the strategy was based off of a 1 minute time frame, so I was like, this isn't really for me. And then I spent two and a half years, I think, kind of like failing at it and trying to figure out how is this going.
It's about right.
And then built a system, which I'm happy to show you as well. But so that's pretty much my background.
Okay. All right. So you've written a bot, or are you just a strategy that you trade manually?
So I have experimented with bots as well, like various EAs and things, and found that they probably, I couldn't find any EAs that were any good, and martingale sort of strategy kind of blow up. And so then I actually stumbled across this guy called Patrick. There's no nonsense Forex. He kind of like teaches you to do things different to how everyone else does it. And then so I thought, oh, this is really cool. So then I started looking into those systems, and then I actually found one that I liked. And they trade it. The rules is to trade it on a daily time frame. But I've actually thought, I don't want to be in trades for weeks, and also not getting enough setup. No. So I thought I'll go with the 4 hour, try it on the 4 hour. So then I started using on the 4 hour, and I was getting a really good win rate, but the risk ratio is not very good. It's like, you might be like 0.7 or whatever, because the whole point of like the strategy is you're supposed to enter twice, and then when you hit 1 times the average true range, you move your stop loss to break even, and then you let it run. But then I found like on the 4 hour, it often just comes back and hits you out of break even again. So then I thought it's actually better to just take the full 1 times average true range. But then the main issue I was finding was like the positions keep going against me first, and then they'll go and hit the profit. So now I'm looking at like, how can I make the system better? And when I come, when it goes back and I get a pullback, then I can scale in, and then when it goes to the target, I'm getting better reward. So that's kind of what I'm working on at the moment.
So how are you backtesting this? Are you manually doing this, or are you doing this with code?
So the system itself, like someone had already backtested it with code. So they'd gone through all the different indicators, and they'd sort of like, they'd got a pretty good results. And now I'm just sort of live testing. So I'm just changing it when I wasn't doing so well on the 4 hour, I changed the sensitivity on one of the indicators. So it's like, to filter out, so I don't get as many bad signals. And so I'm just constantly sort of like tuning it and journaling. I should really figure out a way to, automate this process, but I think more chart time and just keep at it. And
Yeah, chart time normally does the trick. Yeah. So what are you trading with this? Any particular pairs or just the majors?
Yeah, so I actually trade every pair. And what I'll do is because I'm trading the 4 hour time frame, I'll mainly trade London and New York session, because with Asia it tends to just chop sideways and doesn't really do much. But sometimes I might enter during Asia, and then it'll play out during London or New York. And so I'll scan through every pair, and because I'm doing 4 hours, I only need to check the chart every 4 hours when the candle closes and see, do I get a signal? And then now I want to incorporate like that, so then that gives me my direction, and then if I can wait for a pullback and then enter on a pullback, I'm getting a better trade, and I can get a tighter stop loss as well, because I'm not because the stop loss is 1.5 times average true range, which I don't really like that as a risk to reward. So
quite large, I imagine, at sometimes. Yeah.
And if it goes like completely against you, you just get. But you are putting on your risk, based on your stop loss size. So even though it's a huge stop loss, but then you're not getting much return. But
reward, that's the trouble, because the position size is quite small, I imagine. Yeah.
So that's where like scaling in was working for me. So what I'd do is I'd wait for like a 4 hour like wick, so I know that it's come back, and then the wick shows like pressure in the same direction I was going, and then I go, okay, now like it's tried to reverse and it's failed, and then I'll scale it, and that was working for me and that's kind of how I got funded. I had a few of those good ones, and I scaled in on those, and I got because I had a really good run when I started with FundedNext, because I went I think it was like 8%, then 5%, then 5%, right? So 8% phase 1, 5% phase 2, and then 5% phase 3, like on live straight away. So I got all that, the extra bonus, and because they're doing that 15%. FundedNext is doing that 15% on your, and that's what drew me to FundedNext. Actually, I was like, wow, you got, you get 15%, and then you get your challenge fee back, and you get 80% profit and everything. It's
a good deal.
it's a good deal if you can pull it off. So I would have to back myself to do it. So
okay. So are you funded at the moment, or are you just working your way through another evaluation?
So I am funded. I got my first payout was pretty good. It was like 13K USD or whatever. And then now I've also going for a second account, another 100K, because if you got 100 or 200K and a 200K, you can merge them together. So I think maybe I'll merge them down the track. But because you got the Halloween special, you get 85% on a, so I could get like, it's better to actually use them both. But funny story, I entered. I forgot that I was on the 100K because I was switching on MetaTrader on my phone, so I put the same sizing on both positions.
You got to be careful when you're managing different size accounts. So
it can be, but it's easier on your phone. I mean, it's
okay. I mean, stacking accounts is a great way to build up a leveraging. So go with it. Okay. Do you want to share a screen if you can, and maybe show us?
Yeah, I'll show you.
See euro dollar.
So this is a trade I took last night on euro dollar. So I got the UT bot telling me it's a buy signal, and I've got volume. That volume indicator WAE is above the line there, and I've got, this is the other confirmation indicator I use, and if that's above the 0 line, then so those three things have to line up, and we're above that T3. And then
hey Devon, you're breaking up a bit.
I'll just draw a where is it? Horizontal line. So the target I know is here. That's your 1 times ATR is up here. But at the time, we got this pullback down here, and then I actually scaled in after I got this bullish engulfing here. Because I was like, I think that's the end of the pullback. And then it came up and hit the target, and I actually put a profit because I was already in the trade, but I just scaled in here, and I put the stop below this candle where the bullish engulfing was, and then I got a decent decent one on that. But then I actually took profit about halfway up. I think it was about here because there was news coming at 11:30, and I was kind of like not sure if I wanted to be in on the news, and I had like decent size on this position, so I thought I'd just close it out and just call it a day.
Usually best.
But it did, of course, go on to hit the 1 times ATR, so the average true range. So that was like a trade, and I'm in a gold trade at the moment, actually. So I'm actually short gold right now, but I don't know.
Shorting gold is dangerous at the moment.
Yeah, so gold's on like a parabolic. It's been
it is
trending up. But I had all my indicators here. I've got my sell there. I've got this is above here, and I've got this up here. So I was like, this is my target here. So I wait till this pullback up here, and I would like to see, a bullish, a bearish engulfing, I should say. But I just went down to the 15, and I was like, oh, you sort of got like a double top here, and maybe it'll play out. But I only
you never know. Yeah.
Only risk 1%, and it's a 2 to 1, and we'll see what happens. So
worth a go. I mean, it's certainly got some momentum to the downside going.
You got like strong, so you can see that. But the other thing that I might add to my confirmation is this because it might just be like it's pulling back in an uptrend, and it might actually want to go higher. But I think if I change my fourth confirmation so that this line also has to be red, say if you're below because I think there was this trade, what was it? I think it was USD CHF I had a loss on, and I was reviewing it. I went short here actually, and because I had all these lining up, but it's like only just below that EMA, and so then I think actually what I'll do is I'll probably add a fourth confirmation, which is if we're going short, this line has to be red as well. And then I'm not like buying and something that's been trending and sort of just bouncing off of the EMA. If it's only just coming under it, you know what I mean? So I think that'll.
What is that? The 20 and the 50, is it? Basically.
Yeah, I use a 50, but this one is a 20. This is and so that's pretty much what I do. I'm always looking for ways to make it better. But I also have to make it work within my own like lifestyle because I've got 9 to 5 and I've got dog and walk and all that stuff. So
Plus you're in Australia, so that makes things slightly difficult, doesn't it? Because you're sort of time zone wise. But I
think we're kind of lucky because like you can trade almost any session, but you still have to stay up a little bit later if you want to do New York. But majority of that you get a big move at like 12 o'clock if you can stay up for
so, if you can stay up. You're a night owl, it's not a problem. Better than California probably, but
But then you get tired and lose sleep.
Okay, great.
So
can we see your what is this? Oh, sentiment. You use sentiment, do you?
This is also kind of handy. Sometimes I use it, but I'm finding it's probably not actually that relevant. But often if the herd's going full blown short, you might want to go long.
If they're extreme readings, it's usually a good sign. Can we just see a dashboard?
I won't show you my profit because I'm down a bit.
Right.
But we'll recover from that. Because it's funny actually. I had a really good start. I'd won 2 trades straight off the bat because I'd already got my payout last month, and then I won 2 trades straight off the bat. So I thought I'll size it a little bit more of 3%. And then lost 3% and then 3% again. So now I'm like, okay, back to 1%.
Back to square one. Best not.
But it's fine.
Sometimes, you get overconfident and you learn these lessons. So
it's because like sometimes you do like 3% and then you get away with it, and then it's teaching you it's teaching you bad practice. But I'll never do like 5% or something because. Like 3%, you can still account for slippage, and you're never going to hit 5% on a day. Like you're never going to breach it or whatever. So, so I've got 2 accounts going. One's a challenge 100K, and one's a funded 200.
Great. Can we see the payout speed just to check that you got everything within a timely manner? So 9 hours.
I got that one for 8. Oh, you can see there 12.3. Sorry. So
Yeah.
Obviously, USD's like is good for us Australians because getting paid out in USD is like pretty nice.
Same here in the same here in the UK with the pound. Yeah, all our currencies are worthless compared to the dollar. Yeah.
1.5 times. 1.5 times. So if you paid $1,000 for Challenger, you paid out 20 grand. It's like 20 times your money. So it's $1,400 charge. So that'll get me a few challenges.
For sure. Okay, great. So a nice speedy payout, 9 hours, 24 minutes. So yeah, all good. Any other queries with regards to FundedNext? You happy with everything, the spreads and the platform? Anything you'd like to see different?
Yeah. I mean, I really like the platform, and I like the fact that you get paid out in 24 hours. Otherwise, they've got to pay you $1,000. And then I was actually quite surprised like how quick it was to get paid out. I was like, I was very happy with that, and the platform's actually it's quite good.
Good.
And 24/7 support as well. Like I can message them, they'll always respond straight away as well. That's like also really good. I don't know if many prop firms are doing that, and then there's that the fact that they actually pay out. So there's a lot of dodgy, shady prop firms out there, and
there are indeed. So getting paid out is probably the most important. Okay, all right, well, thanks for sharing your screen, and you can stop sharing that now if you like. Anything else, any other confluences you use? I see you've got Forex Factory. Do you trade after news, before news?
So what I try and do is just avoid news altogether, but what tends to be happening is it usually hits my take profit like 30 minutes before news. I find, but but it'll sometimes actually I've stayed in news, and it's just the news has actually just blasted it into the TV. So I don't know, like you probably if I've got a tighter stop loss, I don't want to be playing like when news is on.
No,
but if my stop loss is not as tight, like I've got 1.5 times average shoe range, but also it depends on the news too. So I have like this thing that I stick to my screen, and it just shows me like what the major news is for each pair. So what I need to look out for. If it's like news that's not really going to cause a massive market move, then I probably don't really care about it that much. So it's good to know, what tends to move the market.
You trading next week or not? Are you going to give it a miss?
I always trade. So I think if the setup's there, I'll just take it.
You will, even with the election and FOMC next week?
You shouldn't really trade during election. Sorry, there is one other tool that I use actually. Have you heard of it's called, I just look up, it's called dollar EVZ, barchart.com, dollar, and what the no nonsense Forex rule is, like if it's above 7, you're supposed to only, if it's below 7, the value, you're supposed to only trade 0.5%. So I think like the higher the number, the better for trading.
What's this?
More volume in the market.
What's it called?
I'll share it. Shall I share it with you real quick? So this is just something I learned from NNFX. So it's called the it's on.
I see. Yes, it's like a VIX for FX, isn't it? Yeah. So
so they said like if that's above 7, then you've got it's better for trading. But if it's like below like 4 or like 5, it's kind of like a dead market. You just want to stay out of it.
Yeah. So just like the VIX for the equities markets. This is like an FX equivalent. Yeah. Okay. I see.
So that's what I've sort of used as well.
Good way of looking at the market and saying, well, if the dollar's sideways or whatever, maybe stay on the sidelines. Yeah. Okay. Any other tips? Any other secret sauce you'd like to share?
I think I've just pretty much revealed my whole strategy, so I'm gonna make it better though. So I think the more chart time, the more you practice, and the more confidence is, because you just want to stay. You make more money by staying out of bad trades. Like avoiding losses is, equally as important as winning.
Indeed. Yeah. Not over trading for sure is important. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Evan. Thanks for your time. Good luck with the funded accounts, and yeah, speak to you again.
Thanks for that. See you
All right,
later.
mate.
Thanks for
Yeah.
listening.
Bye.
Yeah.